But we want to welcome you this morning. How many of you are here for the first time? Okay, that's pretty much everybody. This is my first time too. So let's just say that we're all nervous. We're going to have tons of glitches. That's just the way it's going to go.
From the very beginning, it was clear that God had something special planned for VantagePoint Church. Not that we were special, but from the start, you could just sense that God was up to something big. Our first little group of pioneers knew the risks we were taking, that we'd be leaving friends and church families, homes and jobs, to plant a church in a place none of us knew, for people we'd never met. And we didn't know how it would end, if the church would even succeed. We'd seen the statistics of how many church plants fail, and honestly, didn't know if we could beat the odds. But this we knew. God had put a burning passion in our hearts to start a church that would change the world, and all we could do was follow. And so we did. And God showed up. From that first service in River Heights Intermediate School with a couple hundred people to where we are today, 10 years later, God has moved in and through the people of VantagePoint Church in ways we never could have imagined. God has grown our little family beyond our wildest dreams. We've seen hundreds come to Christ and get baptized. We've seen lifelong friendships born. We've seen broken marriages restored. We've seen lives touched and changed by the love of a stranger. We've seen families come to Christ, finding a faith and a church home for the first time in their lives. We've seen a community come together like never before. And we've seen God move time and time again. We've had our share of disappointment. We've been through tough times of loss. It's really never been easy. But never once has He ever let us down. Never once has He asked us to do something or go somewhere without showing up and leading us every step of the way. He's never, not even once, failed us. Today, we believe that God is ready to move in our midst again. We believe this move will surpass anything we've ever experienced, that we will see things we've never seen. We know that we'll be stretched and challenged in ways we've never been, that we'll be asked to sacrifice and be generous in ways we've never considered. And ultimately, we believe this move will take us one step closer to fulfilling the vision that we've had from the beginning, to be living proof of a loving God to the communities and the world around us. God is calling us now to move onto our land, our home. Through the Move Initiative, we will be able to build the first phase of our new church home, a permanent base in Eastvale from which we will go into all the world and reach people for Christ. The Move Initiative will also allow us to raise money for Phase 2, a beautiful state-of-the-art children's building for our kids and for the many still to come. The Move Initiative will also allow us to increase our generosity, helping plant new churches and allowing us to share some of God's blessings on us with the other churches in our city. We've seen God move miraculously for the last 10 years. And this isn't the end of the story, the final destination of VantagePoint Church. In fact, as each of us seeks God's will and commits ourselves to play our part in the Move Initiative, we believe that this is only the beginning. Imagine the things we'll see in the next 10.